What up, world? Welcome to another episode of RMT, That's Real Man Talk. It's your boy, Stan the Man, coming to you with another great conversation piece on today. And before we get started, I want to thank you for joining me here on RMT, all right? So let's go ahead and get into it today. Today, I want to talk about something that is common within everyone's life. All the issues, all the problems, everything that you're going through right now. I'm going to talk to you and show you how to solve those problems today. Yeah, any breakthrough that you're trying to have, any mental block that's coming up in your life, today we're going to figure out how to get over there. And I'm going to tell you the exact issue, the exact problem that's causing these issues within your life. So let's go ahead and get into it. That is you. The person that's listening to this, the person that you look in the mirror, that is the person that's causing all the issues and problems within your life. Until we are willing to accept each and every situation that's going on in our life, not to point blame at anyone, then we could start to grow. We can start to solve all the issues that we have going on in our life. But the first step is to admit. Yes, it's to admit that I'm the issue and I'm the problem that's going on in my life. Now, many of us have issues with blaming everybody but us. Now, okay, that's the easy way out, right? To be able to blame mama, be able to blame dad, be able to blame circumstances, be able to blame issues that we went through that caused us to be able to make some of the decisions that we made and be able to end up where we are now. But let me tell you this. If you continue to lean on those excuses that you're making up, if you continue to lean on the people that you said did this, or you continue to lean on the situation that changed your life and made you be who you are now, if you continue to blame all those things, you're going to forever be in the situation that you're currently in, and you probably would never get out of it because you're blaming everybody else. So one of the key things that we want to look at is accountability, right? Accountability. So right here, I have a definition. Now, this right here, this coming from Webster. They got two of them, but I'm going to use the second one. The second one is an obligation or willingness to accept responsibility or to account for one's actions. That's accountability. And for the actions that you took, good or bad in your life, are you willing to take the responsibility of it? See, when would you stop? You know, it's so easy to go back and blame everybody else. And I, for one, have done that too. So let me give an example of me before I talk about anybody else. I used to say because financially I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do as the man of the house. So a lot of things, like if my children wanted a certain shoes or they wanted certain things or they wanted, different toys and I couldn't afford it, I would always downplay the toy. I would always downplay the shoes or I downplay the things that they wanted. My wife wanted to go on a trip. I always downplay why you want to travel, like why you want to do this. I always came up with an excuse to say that that's not that good. Just because you want to travel, just because people travel, don't mean that they have love in their life. We got love here at our house. Love is more important than us traveling. Us having peace is more important than us traveling. When deep down inside, I really didn't have the money. I really didn't manage my money well enough for us to be able to do the things that we need to do outside of paying the bills. Because I was drinking, wasting my money on things that really didn't matter. I was irresponsible. But instead of me taking a look in the mirror and taking accountability for the things that I was doing wrong, I sit back and make excuses for it. How many of you out there are making excuses for the things that you should be accountable for? See, we take the accountable and we put excuses in for accountable. Then we have other people that come around and feed off our excuses and don't make us accountable for what we are doing with our life. Those people start to hold you back. They start to hold you back because they're not holding your feet to the fire about the decisions that you made. The common denominator in all the decisions that you made, all the issues and problems that you have is you. But see, this the thing about, like, even though you are taking accountability about, you gonna have to change. If you will change, your atmosphere will change. If you will change, your income will change. If you will change, a lot of things around you will start to change over time. But you have to accept the fact that every mistake that I made, everything that I did up to this point is my fault. And it's my responsibility in order to change that. If you continue to do that, your life will start to change. But if you continue to be in sorrow, the drown say, oh man, they did me like this, they did me like that, or the job not paying me this, they not doing that. As long as you taking that way out, you're going to continue to be in that same situation from years to come. When your children grow up, when you're an old person, you're still going to be bitter inside and still not going to be where you want to be in life. So what steps are you willing to do? What steps are you willing to take in order to change? Right? What steps are you willing to take in order to change? Are you willing to take baby steps and get there? Or you want to take giant steps? Whatever steps that you want to take to change, it don't matter as long as you making the effort to change. But you know, one thing that I know that will prompt you to change is when you get fed up. See, some of y'all are not fed up with what you're going through. Some of y'all are not fed up in the ways that you have. You're not fed up in the things that you're doing. So since you're not fed up, you're okay to continue doing what you're doing because I'm not fed up with it. You know, when you get fed up, you be like, man, this it. I ain't doing this no more. I'm not doing this no more. Some of y'all in a relationship, some people in left relationship, they didn't leave the relationship until they got fed up. Some of y'all okay with the smoking. I like smoking weed. I like smoking cigarettes. You're not fed up with it right now. You haven't got nobody. I ain't wishing this on you, but you haven't got cancer. You got cancer in your lungs. You haven't got that call, so you're still smoking. You're still drinking. You haven't got any cancer in your stomach or anything that's going on, so you keep on drinking. Because you're not fed up. You done wrecked multiple automobiles. You're not fed up. You done got multiple tickets. You're not fed up. You done have your driver's license suspended several times from drinking and driving, and you still not fed up. You done broke bones, and you still got your life, but you still not fed up, so you don't want to stop because you saying, you know what, I'm only drinking because of, I only ran into that person because I had this man. You start to make excuses for the wrong steps that you made in life. That's how you know that you're not ready to change. You're not ready to. Some of y'all are not fed up enough to change your situation because it's not hurting you financially or mentally, spiritually. It's not affecting you none. It's not affecting you because you might have someone back that has your back, that every time you slip up, they catch you. Every time you do something, they catch you. So you can't get fed up because they always got your back because you never hit rock bottom. And I hope y'all never hit rock bottom. I hope you realize that you can change before the end. But some people, it's going to take you to hit rock bottom before you are able to say, you know what, that's it. I can't do this no more. I remember in the Bible, the prodigal son, I'm going to have to put the scripture on the screen. But the prodigal son, he had to hit rock bottom. He had to go spend all his money on women, on drinking, prostitutes, partying, having a good time, to the point he became broke and he was feeding hogs, and he looked at the hog trough and he wanted to eat out of there. He thought to himself, my dad, his servants eat better than this. He had to hit rock bottom. He got tired. He said, I'm done with this. I ain't doing this no more. He got fed up with the life that he was living. He turned around and went back to his father's house. and just ask to be a servant. But he had to get fed up first. Some of y'all not fed up with the way that your life going. You okay with the way that it's going. So since you're not fed up, I ain't got to take accountability, so I definitely ain't got to change. I definitely ain't got to change. And who are you to tell me to change? Because when people come to you and they want you to change your life, they want you to do something different, you'll get offended because you don't want to change. It's something within you. It's something within you that's working against change and working against you being a better you. Even some people that are not holding you accountable, the people that's riding along with your mess and encouraging your mess, some of them like you to be where you are. They comfortable with you being like that. They comfortable with you being that type of person because they're comfortable. You're not doing nothing that's threatening them to be better, and you're not doing nothing that makes them feel uncomfortable with the life they living as well. So both of y'all are in that same boat. And then, the only thing that you can really control in this life is yourself. You can't control none of the outside situations. You can't change the government. You can't change your co-workers. You can't change your you can't change your co-workers. You can't change the your family members. You can't change your siblings. You can't change some of these things. You cannot change outside of you. But the one thing that you have control of is you. A lot of times I used to get mad when people used to say that you are in control of your own destiny. The only reason you're not successful is because of you. I didn't want to hear that at first. The only reason you're not doing what you want to do is because of you. The only reason you can't provide for your family like that is because of you. And I used to get offended, like, man, I'm doing everything that I need to do. I thought I was doing everything that I need to do, but I really wouldn't. See, sometimes we have little small ways that still conniving that we think, okay, we doing what we supposed to do, but you're really not. You're really not being that responsible person that you need to be. You're really not disciplined with your money like you need to be. You just telling yourself and tricking yourself to thinking that until somebody truly call it out. Then you get upset, figure, I ain't got to change, and who are you to tell me because you got this going on, you got that going on, because you don't want to take the nugget and swallow that tough pill that you need to swallow. That's called accountability. You don't want to swallow that, but I want to be able to throw that back and say, nah, I ain't. That's why you're not growing. That's why a lot of people can't grow. A lot of people can't change. And then another thing that kind of hold us back from changing, because we don't think that, another thing that's hold us back from changing, that we don't think that we are worthy of what we should receive. That's one of the things that hurt us, because we think that we don't deserve it. And a lot of times I thought that I don't deserve to have some of the things that I have, so why should I take the risk? Because the people that's doing it, they deserve that. I don't deserve that. Deep down inside, you feel like you're not able to accomplish that. You feel like that I don't have the mindset, I don't have the education, I don't have the background to do these things that other people are doing. So I don't deserve to have what they have. I don't deserve that, but you do deserve that. You can go out and do those type of things. You can go out. And so once you figure out, well, I deserve to do that too. I'm worthy of that. I'm capable of doing that. Because we'll have that self-doubt talk. And that's one thing that accountability will hold you to, is that you can't sit back and just feel sorry. See, some of us feel sorry for ourselves. And since we feel sorry for ourselves, now I don't have to make a move. Stop feeling sorry for yourself and realize that you can do it too. Just like everybody else, go after what you want to go after. You pray to God, you set up a game plan, and then go after it. See, we have to have a game plan set up in order to do the things that we want to do. We go set up a game plan and then we be like, well, I ain't going to do this, I ain't going to do that. You have all these things set up, but then you don't go after. You don't do what you need to do. Then after you don't do what you need to do, you get upset because other people go and do it because they had the confidence and they not half the person that you are, but they believe that they deserve what they are going to get. And we don't sometimes, as followers of God, we don't have faith that we exercise and believe that we deserve to have what we need to have or do what we need to do. And then we get mad at somebody that don't have faith. They have faith in getting it, but they might not even believe in God. But since we believe in God, and we should have more faith than the average person to go out and get what we deserve. And sometimes we hold ourselves back by not being accountable. Since we're not accountable for what we want, we don't think that we deserve it. And since we don't deserve it, we don't put no action in place. We just stand stagnant and don't do nothing. Then we end up getting mad. So start to move and step out on faith. Don't be your own reason why you don't get a chance to do some of the things that you want to do in life because of you. Take that accountability. Accept that accountability. Once you fed up and you get tired, just accept that accountability and do what you need to do. All right. Appreciate y'all for tuning in.